I'm Ron and I'm back again, already with another round of sports reviews, but tonight we are reviewing the World Series just in general, not one game, just in general, what I thought about it, and you know what it is. So, the Washington Nationals are your world champions by winning Game 7 by a score of 6-2 and winning 4-3, of course, because it was a Game 7. Vive les Nationals, vive les Expos. World champions, Washington Nationals, the former Montreal Expos. Congratulations to Washington. Bon chance to Montrealers who are still fans of the Nationals. This is really for you. It honestly should have been Montreal, but 94 killed that. But hey, I got the colors, and it's a USA jersey, but they play in the capital of America, so not really bad, honestly. So you know what it is, but hey, whatever. So, the Washington Nationals beat the Houston Astros with, I'd say, great pitching, good hitting, timely hitting, and that's basically how they beat them. The Astros just weren't as timely. They sold out for home runs, and they lost because of it. The Nationals got as many hits as they could. Sometimes they were home runs, sometimes they were singles, sometimes they were doubles up the gap, maybe even triples. But they went for anything they could get, knowing that the Astros have Verlander, Cole, and Greinke, the three-headed monster. So that was a pretty good way to do it. And this orange shirt is for the Forge video tomorrow, but I wear things on like a 2-2-3 basis at home. Tomorrow's the Forge game, so you know what it is. But you probably don't care. So, first series to have a road team win every single game, first time ever, and probably will never happen again. Or at least for a while. But that just tells you how crazy this year in sports has been. Because if you think about it, every team that's won a title so far this year, barring the Patriots, have been a team of destiny. And if it wasn't for the Saints getting knocked out by a BS non-PI call, every team might have been a team of destiny. Because if you look at it, the Blues, worst in the NHL on January 1st, 2019. What do? They come back, get in the playoffs, win the Stanley Cup. The Toronto Raptors get Kawhi Leonard, finish second in the East, win their division, and beat the 76ers on a last-minute double doink buzzer beater by Kawhi Leonard, and Toronto rides that momentum to winning a finals when nobody said they had a chance, but Toronto proved everybody wrong. Then the Nationals, 19-31 in May. Turn around, make the playoffs as a wild card, win by getting to Josh Hader and then making a mistake in left field, Gresham, and they score 3 runs and win. Then they beat the LA Dodgers because they put out Chokeshaw. I'm not trying to diminish your accomplishments, but I'm just explaining it. Put out Chokeshaw. He gives up 2 home runs. They tie it. Howie Kendrick gets a grand slam in the 10th or 11th inning of Game 5 to put them through the NLCS. They sweep the St. Louis Cardinals. Quiet them down. The Cardinals could not hit. And they go to the World Series to face the best team in baseball in 2019. The Houston Astros, the 107-game winners. They faced the Houston Astros. They beat the Houston Astros the first 2 games at home. Slap them in their own home. Take off the white glove and slap them. That's basically what they did. With games won by Strasburg and Scherzer. Scherzer and Strasburg, yes. Winning that, and then they go back to Nationals Park. Then the Astros somehow use a team meeting to regroup, and the Nationals just don't hit well. They only went, 3 for 18 with runners in scoring position at home. and their pitchers weren't the best. Anibal Sanchez doesn't look good like he did in the Cardinals start where he almost had a no-hitter. Patrick Corbin has sort of a clunker, but not really. And then Scherzer can't start Game 5 because of neck spasms, and Joe Ross has to start for him. And considering who started for him, Joe Ross did a good job, I thought. But he doesn't win because the Nationals have Garrett Cole. No, wait, no, that was Urquidy. Garrett Cole was Greinke, Urquidy. No, yeah, it was Garrett Cole. Urquidy was game 4. Yeah, but we'll talk about that in a second. But Garrett Cole in Game 5, Verlander Game 6, Greinke Game 7. Couldn't beat Garrett Cole. They go back to Minute Maid Park, the juice box, and the Nationals beat Verlander. And he looks like an idiot by throwing a ball into his leg, but they beat Justin Verlander. They get to him, and they win Game 6, and then they face Zach Greinke in Game 7. Funnily enough, Zach Greinke had a great outing in both his starts, and I'm surprised because he was trashed the rest of the playoffs. He came to play at the right time, but they get a home run. They get a couple of hits off of him. They take him out. Howie Kendrick gets a home run off of him. 2 runs, ties it up. They take him out for Osuna. Will Harris out for Osuna. And, well, the rest is history. Nationals score 6 runs to win the World Series. And, honestly, some things that surprised me during the series was the way it went down, 2-3-2, and Jose Urquidy, and I guess Greinke as well, and the other 2 Nationals pitchers not performing like they should, like they thought against the Cardinals, because of what they did against the Cardinals. Jose Urquidy is better than I thought. That bullpen day went well for the Astros. That's the game the Nationals... Nobody thought the Nationals was going to pull off what they pulled off. Like, everybody thought, if you need to win a game at Nationals Park, if you lose the other 2, you better win the bullpen game. Because everybody knows Urquidy is not that good. Urquidy blew everybody's minds. He played so well. 5 innings, great pitching. Surprised me, because he played like trash against the Yankees. Big up Jose Urquidy. And then also a win by Greinke. When nobody thought Greinke was actually that good, he shut them down like he normally does. So, good for Zach Greinke, which surprised me. Those were the 2 things that surprised me. And also how Joe Ross did in the stead of Max Scherzer. But and then Scherzer returning, that also surprised me. But we also need to talk about the chaos, the Trey Turner play. Should he have been called out? I don't think so. Because here's the thing. The ball was going to hit him anyway, even if he went into the lane. And here's the thing. I've never seen nobody, while playing baseball, run into that lane. Every time I see baseball, when people run down the first base line, they run down the first base line. They run in fair territory. I've never seen somebody run in that lane. Never. And they never call it on bad throws. But for some reason, they had to call it in Game 6 of the World Series. I'm going to tell you something. Trey Turner shouldn't have been out just by precedent and the fact that I guarantee you that rule is going to be gone next season. They're going to take away that lane rule or they're going to enforce it. And I think it's probably going away because of all the cluster that it started. So, you know what it is. Trey Turner was safe. He always should have been safe, and he was going to get hit with the ball either way. It wasn't his fault that Gurriel couldn't catch it. Gurriel's glove coming off was what sold it. And I kind of have a feeling he dropped his glove to sell it. Smart guy. Didn't expect that. You know what it is. But Nationals fans, if I were you, celebrate. Montrealers, if I were you, if you wanted the Nationals to win and you still support them because they were the Expos, they were no Amores. You know what it is. Celebrate. Astros fans, I'm sorry, but this was karma for the Taubman thing. Let's be honest. That was karma. This was karma. Don't do that. And I don't think the Blue Jays should ever got rid of Osuna. But that happened. Because he did something horrible. He did something horrible. And he got traded for it. Made a horrible choice. Did something horrible, got traded for it. And he got traded to Houston. And Brandon Taubman also made a horrible choice. And he got fired. And this was karma for Brandon Taubman doing what he did. I can't see it as anything else, honestly. This was the baseball gods being like, you know what? One, we screwed with Washington/Montreal enough, and two, you gotta ask for this, Astros, because of Brandon Taubman. Even though you fired him, you still asked for it. Karma. But the Nationals played well. They deserved this World Series, but if you think about it, the way this happened, karma. But that's what happens when you mess around too much. If it's karma or not. And selling out for the home run when there weren't many home runs in the postseason to begin with was kind of a mistake. But what can you do? But the Nationals win. Great job by the Washington Nationals rallying around like they did after a 1931 start. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Davey Martinez, all the players. Congratulations to all the alumni who've played for the Expos and the Nationals. Congratulations to Tim Raine. I'm sure, well, I don't know. But Expos alumni, this is also for you too. Montreal, this one's for you. Because remember this. This was the 50th anniversary of the Montreal Expos. And the Washington Nationals used to be the Montreal Expos. And their manager was a former Expo. I wonder. This was for Montreal. They got done right in their 50th anniversary, and the Nationals were the beneficiary of that. Think about it. This is just right. This is just right, if you think about it. If you think about it, this was just right. Montreal, Washington, you both have a World Series to celebrate. And honestly, Nationals, you better have a parade on St. Catherine pavement as well. Not just the District of Columbia. You better have a second parade on St. Catherine pavement in Montreal, I guarantee you. Because I'm sure there's fans up there who still want to see that. Should it have been Montreal all along? Yes. Did 94 screw that up? Yes. Should this be their second World Series or maybe more? Yes. But at least you got your first. You know what it is. So, if you like this video, like it, subscribe, share. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Congratulations, Washington. Bon chance, Montreal. The Washington Nationals are champions. Vive l'Expo! I'm out. Peace.